Hello everyone, welcome to today's Knowledge webinar. InnoDraw, digital measuring, drawing and surveying solution. In today's webinar, you'll hear a presentation by the VP of Business Development, Daniel Strauss, and we're very excited about it. First time ever on Knowledge webinar. And now let me show you where you can find InnoDraw on our webpage. Just go to knowledge.com, then find the brand or search in the search tab for InnoDraw. As you can see, there's different solutions. And if you have any questions or any doubts, you can always call us for pricing and quotes. The phone number is on top of every page of our website. Knowledge is changing the way designers purchase 3D software, offering more choices, more freedom, best advice, and faster service. So check us out at knowledge.com. Now, without further ado, if Daniel is ready, I'm going to share his screen. Take it away, Daniel.
Okay,
there
great.
you go. I can see your screen.
Okay, sure. Just give me a
Is
moment
your
here.
mail showing?
Yeah. Just give me a moment.
Okay.
Hang on. Just pulling up the presentation. Okay.
Great.
Hang on. Okay, Barbara, you see my screen? It's clear?
Perfect.
Okay, great. Okay, so first of all, it's a pleasure to meet everyone today. It's great to be here, and it's great to be working with Knowledge. I'll tell you, who we are on the call. As Barbara mentioned, I am Daniel. I'm the VP Business Development with InnoDraw. For over 10 years, I've been working with them. It's a very exciting company. With us on the call as well, we also have our operations manager, Ben Eliezer. He's actually based out of Atlanta, Georgia. I myself am based out of Israel. So we have all over the world here, all over. And basically, I'm going to give you a very short InnoDraw overview to give you a little overview of what InnoDraw is all about. So as you can see on our first slide, InnoDraw is basically a laser-based 3D CAD professional measuring drawing technology for the home improvement, remodeling, construction, architecture, and real estate markets. Basically, we are a laser-based technology really for the home improvement interior markets. We specialize in everything interior, everything inside the home, remodeling, construction. That's really what we do. As you know, with measuring, there's a lot of problems on every single day when you measure. First of all, as you know, it's very time-consuming. Many times measurements are not accurate. There's a lot of human mistakes that happen, and there's always a lack of details. And many times when you measure, it's not even done because you have to go back to the office and simply take your drawings and enter it into your design software. So measuring is a very big responsibility. And there's a lot of challenges with measuring, and I'm sure that everyone here who's attending, I'm sure that measuring is you've seen mistakes and you know what mistakes can do to your project. So mistakes are really it's a big challenge, and it's very critical that the job is done correctly. Okay, so what is our solution here? InnoDraw is a laser technology that's friendly software for measuring and drawing. We basically, as you see on the first slide here, there's a measuring person. What we do is we speed up the process of measuring. We verify the accuracy, and we eliminate human errors. And basically the way it works here is it's a 3-step process. Basically, it's a measuring specialist here, a measuring person. He's working with a laser device. This is a 3D laser device. We also work with a 2D device, and you can even measure without anything, but we'll explain that afterwards. So it's a measuring person. He uses a laser device, and he's able to point, he's points his device, and he's able to capture measurements pretty quickly and generate a very nice, 2D or 3D drawing. And here, basically, once the measuring person completes his measurement, he uploads it to our cloud-based server. And within 2 seconds, basically, it could generate the desired format of, it can basically be translated to the designer's, format of their choice. So we'll explain this more in detail, but basically the way it works is that the measuring person, he measures. After he measures, he simply uploads it to our cloud-based server, and basically the designer can get it back. He can get back the file, the design file, in the format of his choice. Basically, this whole process, it's very fast. The accuracy is verified. It eliminates mistakes, and everything is done at the job site, and there's no extra office work needed. And this whole process just takes literally 2 seconds. And we like to say that the measuring person could even before he left the job site, the designer can already start working. So it's a very, very fast process. And here's just a sample here. This is a sample of a residential layout, residential apartment here. And over here, you could see a kitchen, living room. You see the whole layout here of all the rooms. And this is over here. This is how it looks in real life. And over here is the actual detail measurements. And we basically account for everything. We account for electric, gas, all the details are accounted for. And we're able to take all the rooms and combine them together into one master floor plan. And here is a complete 2D drawing, and here on the bottom is a 3D drawing. And like I said, everything is done at the job site. It's a very nice. It's very nice to have everything done at the job site. There's no extra office work needed. As mentioned, with InnoDraw, we save you a lot of time. We eliminate mistakes, and we eliminate the drawing work at the office. And basically, with InnoDraw, our technology is extremely accurate. It's accurate to 1/16 of an inch. There's over 300 different special drawing functions inside the software. It's a very, very highly robust tool. One very nice feature is we also have a way to verify the accuracy as the measuring person is working. The system basically can alert you if things do not look, things don't look right, and it alerts you for any potential errors. And the verification process will help you, maintain a perfect measurement. And our software is patent-based, and it can easily be customized for the customer's needs. And as mentioned before, we work with a laser device, and there's a few different options. This is over here as on this. This is called a handheld laser. This is a very simple handheld laser from Leica. Leica is obviously it's a partner that we're working with, and Leica is a manufacturer of. It's a global leading manufacturer of measuring devices and cameras. They're well known across the globe, and we work with Leica because their products are very easily available, and they work very well, and they work perfectly with our software. And we work mainly with these two devices here. One is called the Leica Disto handheld laser. This is a laser here. It's a handheld laser. It fits in your hand. And we like this laser. It's very simple to use, and it's also very inexpensive. It's costs about $200 to purchase. And it's very nice because you simply can just point at, you basically can hold it in your hand and capture measurements of small areas. And these are just, and there's also another option, as I showed you on the first slide, that this is a Leica S910, which is a 3D laser device. And this is a fully automatic laser. The handheld is not automatic because you need to walk around with it and simply need to do more. It's a semi-automatic measuring device, but this is a fully automatic device. The Leica S910 is more expensive. It's about $1,800 plus minus. But I should emphasize that you can definitely work with both of them. You work with both, and like I said, the main advantage of the S910 is that it's fully automatic, and you simply can basically mount the tripod in one location of the room and simply capture measurements. But the S910, the D2 hand disto, is also very capable. It just requires a little bit more manual work, but it's much less expensive. And like I said, both options are available. I should also mention there's one more option also available, is that you don't even have to use any laser device as well. You can even use a tape measure. That's called the manual mode. The advantage is if you don't want to spend anything, then the manual mode is basically allows you to simply take your tape measure, enter dimensions manually into our software, and again, you can generate your 2D and 3D drawings. So like I said, InnoDraw works with both tripod and handheld laser device, and also we also work with the we can also work with no device, but we recommend that always tell our customers, we recommend to start with a Disto D2 laser for a few weeks, get comfortable using it, and then you can always upgrade to the S910. And I should even mention that you can even use both at the same time. They both actually work together. So the D2 is actually good for smaller spaces, and the S910 is good for larger areas. But you'll see more in the video later on in the presentation. We have a 99.9% customer satisfaction. We have over 300,000 measurements successfully done in over 5 different countries, and we're constantly expanding. What are some of our customers? We work all over the globe, but just a few of our customers here is that we work with Stone Systems is actually the largest fabricator in the United States. We've done over 90,000 jobs with them, more like over 100,000 jobs with them over the past 10 years or so. We work in over 15 of their locations very, very successfully, and every year they keep coming back, they keep growing with us, and they're very, very satisfied. In Brazil, we've done over 10,000 jobs with our partner in Brazil. They're very, very successful there. And in Israel, here in Israel, we're working with a partner that's doing over 2,000 jobs per month very successfully. In Sweden, we have a partner doing over 10,000 jobs of countertops. We do a lot of countertops as well. We do, as mentioned, we work with Stone Systems. Stone Systems, as you know, they're actually owned by Cosentino, which is actually the largest stone company in the world. So Cosentino is actually, it's the holding company of Stone Systems. So we work globally, and these are just a few of our customers to show you, who we are. As mentioned before, there's no office drawing work. The old-fashioned way of working is that after your measuring person finishes a job, they need to go back to their office and simply take all the dimensions and manually enter it into their CAD program. But with InnoDraw, that's not necessary. Everything is done at the job site, and everything would be done at the job site, and within 2 seconds of measuring, the designer can get their file in the design format of their choice. Here's a little pie chart of what our business is, what our market share is. Most of our projects are in the kitchen, bed and bath and bedroom market. It's 50% of our market share. We also do a lot of countertops. That also accounts for 20% of our business. 15% is remodeling, meaning new construction. Real estate, we do 5%, and commercial 7%, and in new construction 3%. But we have everything interior is what we do. But our big market is really the kitchen, bed and bath market, because they really require very, very detailed, accurate measurements. They really need the high level of accuracy. That's why in countertops there can't be any room for mistakes. That's why these are our most important markets. Again, here's another sample here. This is a sample residential site, a residential apartment here. And you can see that the measuring person, he was able to draw a very nice floor plan and combine all the rooms together into a very nice 2D and 3D drawing. And again, this is done at the job site with no extra drawing work, and a very high level of detail is over here. As mentioned before, we can do commercial. Here is an example of a commercial project here. This was done at a showroom, out here in Israel some time ago. And here you can see this is a few thousand square feet here. This is a very large space here. And a measuring person is simply taking the laser device. You see he's beaming it on a wall, and basically he was able to create a really nice master floor plan, 2D and 3D at the job site. Very, very, very detailed. One very nice feature about InnoDraw is we can profile non-straight lines. As I'm sure you come across, many times walls are not straight, ceilings are not straight. And you basically need to account for that, because if you don't have a straight wall, it's going to mess up your measuring. So our software knows how to handle that, and we have a very nice algorithm that can handle non-straight lines, and over here you can see a few samples of non-straight lines, how we encounter that. Again, there's really we've done over 300,000 measurement jobs, so we've seen everything, and our software is only getting better, and we perfect it based upon our customers' needs. As mentioned, most of our work is really on the interior space here. And as mentioned, kitchen, bed, and bath is really our main market segment here. Here is a sample kitchen measurement. Over here you see a sample 3D model. Over here you see the 2D model. You see the stovetop, you see the sink. Everything is, you see the window. Everything is really very, very detailed. And here, over here is the live, the real example here. And we also can measure existing furniture. So no problem. And everything is done at the job site. One thing I should also mention is that we also have a way of measuring of layers. Layers means that you can set the level of detail that you would like to receive your drawing. It could be that you want a very low level detail or a very high level detail. It could all be specified. And over here we show is just the level of detail that we're showing, but you can really, the layers can be very multi-dimensional. You can really specify the level of detail that you want. And it's very, very customizable. Okay. And as mentioned, we work with a lot of CAD programs in the market. With InnoDraw, you basically can, the designer can get back their file in the design format of their choice, via our cloud server, and the file is automatically converted to the top world CAD formats. And this is the designer's dream because it means that they can really, it saves them so much time. Rather than simply manually entering everything in, they get back their file immediately in their design format of their choice, and they can start production, start working immediately without any wasted time. Here's just a few of our CAD programs that we're working with. The big one in the United States is 2020, as I'm sure many of you know. We also work a lot with, we started to work with ProKitchen. It's also the second largest one in the United States. A few other big ones, SketchUp you may have heard of. We also work with Promub, is the largest one in South America. We work with AutoCAD, Cadavision. We work with a lot of different design softwares, CAD programs, and we're always adding more, no problem. And over here, you can see that we are a licensed 2020 partner. We've been a licensed partner of 2020 since 2017. And here is just a sample you can see on their website. We've been featured since 2017. We're a licensed partner of 2020. I just want to mention a few advantages, basically of what a few advantages of measuring with the handheld, even without the tripod laser. The handheld is this simple D2 laser, as mentioned. Basically, has a very high level of accuracy. It's a very high level of accuracy down to the it's a very, very high level of accuracy, and we'll basically convert to all CAD programs. Basically, some of the main benefits is that we eliminate human errors. Just as example, if somebody wrote 165, he meant 156. That wouldn't happen with the handheld laser, because the simple handheld laser would fix that, would catch that. It also, many times designers and measuring people have bad handwriting. They can't read things. And this also could be eliminated using the handheld laser. Another human error possibility is that designer, it read at 128, but actually he enters it manually into the CAD program as 182. I mean, we're human beings and we make mistakes very naturally. So these are just some samples that can happen. Another human error is that could be lack of some measurements. It could be that the measuring person, he measured the width of a window, but he forgot to measure the window's height from the floor and the distance to the ceiling. Basically, there's a lot of mistakes that can happen, and having even his simple handheld laser, would definitely eliminate these mistakes. Most importantly, the drawing is much more readable. As I showed you the earlier samples, it's very easy to understand. You can't. It's perfect. There's nothing to really mess up. One also very nice feature is that basically we eliminate we basically enable standardization. And basically that each measuring specialist, he creates their own style. And using InnoDraw, you can basically standardize your drawings and make them very understandable for each user, each designer that can understand our drawings. And therefore, it's just a very smart way of working, and will save a lot of time in the long run. One other nice feature is that we also can easily measure a lot of accessories. In the room, there's a lot of detail, and our drawings are very highly accurate and very detailed. We also have a very nice feature which is called Picture on Drawing, which means that a designer can measure points that's not measured by a measuring specialist just by pointing on the picture. It's called Picture on Drawing. I'll show you a video clip in just a moment here. I just want to finish this presentation first. I'll go back to the video at the end. But basically, as mentioned, we've done over 300,000 jobs in over 5 countries. Stone Systems, our largest customer, they've done over 100,000 jobs with us, and we're expanding globally. Just to mention, we've actually signed up 6 more countries in the past couple of months, and we really are expanding at a very nice pace. Here's just our international roadmap here. Like I said, a few of our countries now as Australia. We've started in Africa, in Zambia, and also started in Nigeria. We're constantly growing in Italy, Sweden, Turkey now. It's in Singapore also. We're really growing very nicely. A little brief overview how we actually started here. We a number of years ago, the company owner, he's not with us right now, but his name is Yechiel Goldstein. He's the owner of InnoDraw. He basically created a patent. It was a patent for flooring. Optimization for flooring materials layout, basically for flooring, for optimization carpet measurements and flooring layout. And it was a flooring software measurement optimization software. And basically he sold his here's a copy of his patent here, and he sold his patent to Home Depot a number of years ago, and he sold it for $45 million along with him and his partners here. And basically, he took his investment, and from there he created InnoDraw. And basically, from starting with flooring, he expanded much more to dealing with everything interior, a lot of interior measurements as well. So that's just the history behind it. So our first company was called MeasureComp. There was an exit, and then from MeasureComp, from there expanded and developed InnoDraw. Okay, and who is behind InnoDraw? We have over 35 years of experience in digital measurements in construction and home improvement. MeasureComp was our previous company, an optimization of flooring covering, which was sold to Home Depot, and it was developed by Countertops. Basically, Stone Systems is our largest customer, and they actually helped us develop this a very nice solution for countertops as well. But we do everything kitchen, bed, and bath, but countertops is only one section. But Stone Systems actually gave us a lot of experience to really create the most accurate digital templating. We've also developed a mobile app for Hilti, which is a very large construction technology company. And we have a vision-based 3D measuring technology for quality control. That's something that was also we've developed for Hilti as well. But most importantly is that we're always customizing our InnoDraw software according to the customer needs. Every single customer has different needs, and we're very scalable, we're flexible. We have a very talented programming team, and we're always adapting to our customer needs. Who is the team here? Basically, Yechiel, he's our company owner. Unfortunately, he's not on the call right now, but there's also Leon Portner. He's our chief technical officer. He's been doing this in digital measuring for over 27 years, and myself, I've been doing partnerships development in business development for over 10 years with InnoDraw. That's basically our presentation. I'm going to share with you a small video. It's basically it's a 1-minute video showing how we measure how we measure a room. So just stand by a second here. And what I'll do is I'll explain how it works as we go along. Okay, so here basically is the here is the 3D laser device. This is the 3D Leica laser device. This is called the S910. And over here, we're going to measure a wall. We're going to measure our first wall. So the measuring specialist, he's taking his laser device, he's pointing to one location on the wall. And he's going to, and basically he's drawing a line. And then he's pointing to another wall, another point on the wall, and he created a second wall. Here he's measuring a door. And here he's pointing diagonally 2 points of a door. And also he's measuring a window now. He's measuring two opposite, he's basically pointing to two different angles, opposite angles, two different opposite angles of the window. And here's the window over there. And over here he's measuring a switch. With measuring a switch, he's just pointing toward the center of the switch. The center of the switch. And here is the switch. Again, he's pointing to the center of the switch. And the center of the switch is accounted for. And there you have it. The whole, all the details, the window, the door, everything is in here within a matter of minutes. You saw how simple it is, and that's basically the how we measure here. And here is also a 3D drawing as well. So that's pretty much InnoDraw, in a nutshell. So basically, that's in a nutshell, that's InnoDraw. I just gave you a very brief overview about InnoDraw. I just want to say a few more points as well. Basically, as mentioned, the way we work is that we work on a few different models. We're partnered with NoVeg, and NoVeg can actually, you can basically purchase measurement packages, through NoVeg. With InnoDraw, the way we work is that, first of all, we give a trial to all users. Everyone can try InnoDraw for free for 1 month period. But basically, the way it works is that we simply have a pay-per-usage program. The idea is that you simply pay per usage. The software itself it doesn't cost anything to use. It's only pay per usage. And as mentioned that earlier, is that there's also some hardware involved. There's the Disto laser, which I said goes for around $200, or you can get the Leica S910, which is a 3D version. But we tell everyone that you can start with the simple handheld device and always upgrade to the 3D device as well. I should also mention that our software is also PC based. It's a PC. It's based on a PC device. We do have development plans to be in iOS, but we are currently PC based. We also have a mobile app is also in development as well. But I will say that most of our people that are using our software are designers, architects, people that really need a very high level of detail measuring, and that's why we feel that the PC people that work with a tablet, they can understand that it's actually very comfortable to work with as well. That's basically in a nutshell, who we are, and I'd be happy to answer any questions if I can. I hope I was helpful in giving you a little overview of InnoDraw, and I will turn over to Barbara for any questions.
Thank you.
So thank you for your time.
Thank you, Daniel. That was amazing. What a great story, and especially what a great time saver. I can only imagine, how easy measuring detail and reporting that detailed information is going to be. So we're going to be here for another couple of minutes. Don't be shy. Ask anything you want now that we have Daniel and I think Ben from the InnoDraw team. And I also want to mention that you can always talk to us. You can always call NoVeg. Our phone number is on every page of our website, so it's easy to find us. And we have experts that can address your question or can direct you to the best person that can do that. So we're available for another couple of minutes. And let's do this. Let me take the screen back so I can show you where you can find InnoDraw, innoveg.com. And maybe you get over your shyness and you can ask things that matter to you. And I'm sure InnoDraw, Daniel's been absolutely clear, but maybe, you may have some question that is still has not been answered. So, okay, the question is to let everybody know the moment you have something for iOS users. So maybe we'll come back with another webinar when that time comes. And another question, Daniel, is the 3D option always axiometric view as opposed to perspection drawing?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? I couldn't hear you.
Is the 3D option always an axiometric view rather than a perspection drawing?
Ben, you want to answer that, maybe?
Let me unmute Ben. You're unmuted.
Yes. When the 3D follows the 2D, so you've got complete information such as the same as the AutoCAD 2D and 3D type presentation. So forgive me, but let me understand if I understand the question again between axiometric and perspective.
Yeah. So if you want to repeat the question, Ron, and make it a little bit more clear, we're here for you. Can you set the viewpoint?
Affirmative. Yes, you can view it. You can set. You can view it in an AutoCAD 3D with all the options that are available to you from different angles and different rotations.
Great. I think that was it. Great. So yeah. What an exciting new brand and new tool. We're very happy to have you on board, and thank you so much for joining us today. Oh, we have another couple of questions. So how is Disto communicating with the program? Bluetooth, Wi-Fi?
Yeah, so we have it's a Wi-Fi wireless Bluetooth connection.
Okay, and can you make an eye-level view?
Ben, you want to answer that?
Again, when you say an eye level view, again, I don't know how to answer an eye level view when you can look at it from all angles or straightforward. The 2D, of course, is an overview, and the 3D you can have it set as if it is as if you're looking from an eye level. If I understand the meaning.
I think so. I think this answered perfectly. So it is yes. And another question is, of course, you can measure in both in feet and inches, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Okay, great.
Yeah, but just one thing to add is that we work in both inches, imperial and in metric. We do both. So if people are globally, I mean, America works in inches, but the rest of the world is also on a metric system. So we work with both. It's no problem.
Yeah, these days you have to. Yeah. So will this program do section elevations?
Again, please.
Section elevations. How would you deal with them?
Ben, you want to answer that?
As we work in closed form, so I don't. We don't do like sections of the individual areas. The program works in closed form, so you can have the different rooms or different section, but as a standalone. But you can highlight something, but not separate section, if I understand that correctly.
Okay. Let us know, Linda, if that answered your question. And she says, can you elevate one wall that is not in 3D? That's what she means.
Yes. In the 2D, you've got capability of having the walls show up on your measured 2D drawings, such as in a kitchen type area of a counter splashback area. You can have that appear right next to the wall, next to the overview of the wall, as a picture, as a measurement of the wall itself.
Cool. And how do you do 3D with the handheld laser?
Again, with the handheld laser, you're measuring heights. When you measure a window, you measure from the floor to the window, and then from the size of the window to the top. You actually, with the 2D, you're doing the height measurements, which then allows you to do the complete 3D. So you have both.
Yeah, that makes sense. I hope it makes sense for everybody. And so going back to the view question, so I think I understand now, because Rano is asking again. So basically, can you do, it's not talking about a bird's eye view, but like, can you do a drawing with the measurement? Can you then do a drawing in perspective? Not 2D, not 3D, but also could be 2D or 3D, but that has perspective. I'm guessing for maybe working on top of it later on with visualization, just to present the
I'll have to say what you mean exactly in the perspective to see what if we need to do something different than giving you an overview, like a 2D drawing of measured area, or complete 3D. So just in perspective, I'll have to see an example to tell you.
Yeah. I
apologize for not being quite able to answer that.
No, but I think it's not, like Linda's saying, it would be hard to dimension a perspective view. So I guess that there's a reason why we're having trouble with this question. So what you're asking, Ron, maybe, I don't know, maybe perspective is not, you would have to maybe use another tool on top of that. This is just for 2D, 3D measurement. And anything that...
Just also, just one thing to add is that if you work with a design software such as 2020 or AutoCAD, many of these give as you know, many of these design softwares, they really give the view that you might be looking for.
Yeah.
We're basically we're a measuring software. We simply measure this. We just simply do measurements. But if you work with a design software, you can basically get any kind of view you want. You can get the 3D modeling that you might be looking for. So we're the measuring software, but we're compatible with many different of these CAD formats that simply can create the view that you want. But we have 2D, 3D view. That's really what we have. We have 2D, 3D view, and we showed you the samples. But if you want more of a detailed, 3D, modeling, perspective, exactly. 2020, you can show visualization of cabinets. There's a lot of different. There's so many different opportunities, and we work with all these CAD programs. So, like I said, that's why we're really designer's dream, because we call it a one close call sale. That basically the designer can simply can go out there, measure a job site, and simply he can already sell the customer. He can show the customer at the job site what the project will actually look like. He can show you what your kitchen will actually look like at the job site. And he can close the deal, at the at the site, which is a really great feature, because rather than going back and have to think about it, you can simply do everything at the job site and show the customer how the project will actually look like.
Exactly. That is great answer. And we have another question from Linda that I was always going to ask you that. Will you eventually work with Betterworks? Because we're big Betterworks resellers, so we're very interested in that answer too. Is that in the plan?
Yeah, it's in the plan. I know we've heard this quite a few times, and I can tell you it's in the works. It's definitely it's in our pipeline.
Wonderful. So for that and more news about iOS, maybe we'll plan another webinar as soon as there are updates. Great. That's it for now. Great question, great conversation, and very exciting new products that we're very happy to share with you and Oved. Give us a call, check us out, and don't forget to also request a trial for InnoDraw, so you can just test for yourself if you have a laser, or you can get your hands on one.
Yeah, Barbara, it's very important to mention is that I have to emphasize that you don't have to start with it. You can start with nothing. You can start using with nothing. You can even use a tape measure. And you can simply get a trial even using nothing. And I will say that the online training, 80% of the online training, you should know, we don't even use laser equipment in the training. I mean, 80% of it is actually just teaching the customers how to use the software. The 20% of the training is teaching you how to use the laser device with the software, but 80% of our training is mainly to teach you how to use the software. So even if you want to get a free trial and you don't even want to use, you don't want to buy anything, that's fine. You can actually just become a user, learn how to use the software, see if it makes sense for you, try it out for a month, and then you can decide if you want to purchase a laser device. And like I said, you can start with a very simple handheld and then always upgrade to a fully automatic 3D. But both options are completely available to you.
Excellent. One more reason to try it out. Great. Thank you so much for sticking around with us and for this great demo. We're very excited to have you on board, as I said, and looking forward to more of these webinars. Thanks again for joining us today. Have a great rest of the day, everybody. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye, everybody. Thank you.
Bye.
Goodbye.